You're good? So I'll call the meeting to order. Can we please stand for a moment of silence and a pledge of the flag? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Have a roll call, please. Here.
Ms. Dorsch?
Here.
Ms. Ferguson? Here. Mr. Hagan?
Here.
Mr. Kennedy?
Here.
Ms. Nuns? Here. Mr. Malberger?
Here.
Ms. Valenta? Here. Ms. Wick? Here. Nine present.
Thank you. We did have a closed session prior to the meeting, and we will have another one after. It was legal, personnel, and students. Take note of that. Board reports, foundation, do you have anything? Again? Mr. Marbury?
We had our vote that we last Thursday. We just still discussed the welding program, which will probably be hiring a second teacher due to the demand for welding. It's one program that's really growing right now. Just discussed, at our normal pay the bill. Mostly just discussed that, and somebody asked, basically, how much room do we have left? If they said every program was, still the capacity still like 200, available sheets left. If everything just fit in order to capacity, so it is fine. The numbers are going up. So hopefully, there might be something that we're going to be looking for. Not in my lifetime, but that one more meeting. Down the road, when it does get close to that capacity, what will need to be done, done to accommodate more students. So a little discussion there. That was the extent of the meeting.
Thank you. Any other board reports? Is student council available this evening? Is anyone from student council available? Is anyone from student council available? No one? All right, so we'll move on to public comment on agenda items only. We allot 30 minutes, 3 minutes a turn for public comment on agenda items only at this time. Is there anyone wish to have public comment on agenda items? Is there anyone wish to have public comment on agenda items? So we'll move on the agenda. Can I get a motion to approve the minutes from September 7th, 2021? Yes, the 14th.
Sally, second.
I have a first and a second. Board comments, questions, concerns? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. That passes. Under personnel, can I have a motion to table personnel number 1?
So moved.
You have to be second. Board comments, questions? There is some contracts we have to get kind of sorted out before we approve some of these churches and facilities. So we're going to wait until November to do that. Can I get a first and a second under personnel for number 2 through 4? Ooh, sorry. Yeah. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. That passes. Can I have a motion for personnel number 2 through 4?
Megan, second.
Board discussion, comments? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. That passes. Under finance, numbers 1 through 11, can I have a first and a second? I have a first and a second. Board questions, comments, concerns?
Can somebody tell me what the I Promise project is?
That's the, like, the
And that's why the. Yeah. It's related to the year.
Any other board questions, comments? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. That carries. Under programs, numbers 1 through 4. Have a first and second.
Megan, so moved.
Dr. Gross, would you like to speak to number 4?
Yeah, item number 4 is our comprehensive plan that's due to the state November 30th. The work began prior to my arrival. We had taken the work that was previously done, and we were in the comprehensive planning tool for the last several weeks to a month, trying to put the thoughts of the committee members down. It basically has to go on a 28-day review so that the public can view that. We'll have that on our website. I think we also have our public library. There's some specific community places where that needs to be. So that'll be posted, and we're gonna ask for the 28-day review, and then we'll hopefully get that plan approved November 9th. Just to highlight some of the areas, it basically begins with the needs assessment, where we took a look at the data. And obviously Mars is very high performing, but there are still areas where we can do better, go from good to great. And you're gonna see it's very intervention heavy. You probably heard, I know since I've been here, concerns over interventions. Some folks feeling we need to do a better job of that. So you're gonna see references to an increased effort with MTSS, which is multi-field systems of support. You're going to see references to an achievement gap with the special education population and the low socioeconomic students, trying to improve that gap. A strong focus on early literacy and multisensory language, which also goes along with trying to close those achievement gaps, and also goes along with the interventions. We also have a goal in there about college and career readiness, making sure that we are continuing our efforts with the college and career readiness of our students. And then it basically ends with curriculum alignment, because all of those things sound wonderful, but if your curriculum is not aligned to what's necessary for the students to be successful, especially on standardized testing, we won't see many results either. So I would just basically say, folks that want to review that, they'll see the goals are very, very much intervention heavy, trying to hit students early, quick with interventions, and the ultimate goal of trying to narrow those achievement gaps that we found in the data. So, barring any major concerns with that, we will come back after the 20-day review period and ask that it be formally approved at the November 9th meeting, and then we will submit that to the state.
Thank you. Any board questions, comments? So I have a first and second, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. So that passes. Under policies, numbers 1 through 3. Have a first and second.
Kevin, so moved.
Megan, second.
Have a first and second, board questions, comments?
This is posted policies for those of you with opinions.
Yeah, correct. It's posted for the liaison for public comment. Any other board discussion, comments? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. That passes. No buildings and grounds. Under other, numbers 1 through 8. Have a first and a second.
Kevin, second.
So I have a first and second, board discussion, comments?
I just have just a question. I think that's a right, but by approving this, we're just approving that the students go with the teacher? Is that, what exactly are we approving that a student, travels in the national? It just, the world being a little crazy, I was just kind of curious. Like, they can't get back.
I read this as we were just approving the teacher to be sponsored this activity, not that we were approving the students
Lindsay.
Correct, but even still, we have the responsible adult.
So all clubs are, or all these trips are actually paid through EF, it's an
Right.
external trip, it is not run through school district, this teacher is looking to have an activity period where she can meet with those students,
Okay,
and she's planning trips out now for next year and the following school year. She was just looking to be able to book an activity period with them, so the students that are going on the trips, and that teacher established the club, so that can be part of our activity rotation. So it's not about the actual trips, it's about the rotation within our activity period.
so the school district doesn't have any sponsorship of the travel or the trip or the itinerary or any of those kinds of things. Okay,
Maybe what we need to do is, it says approve the establishment of the student travel educational tours club.
Yeah,
Yeah.
club.
The word club should be in there
And it's a club that's going to be going on.
at the Morris High School. Okay. So, does that make sense? It's confusing to leave it at rent.
yeah, no, I think it does, but the way that I've always understood it, that if we establish a club and it's board approved, then it is under the school district's umbrella.
And this is just a club for them to meet, it's not for the actual.
Yeah, you would have a subsequent motion that you would have to deliberate on it. If you want someone to be on a district sponsored club or a district sponsored trip.
Okay, I mean,
So this is
I'm
the
not
thought for a potential request for.
I guess I'm going to be clear, and I'm not opposed to any of it, I just want to understand what I'm voting on. That's all.
Yeah, the trips are staying external through that, the EF company that they use. And this teacher is just looking for a time and location.
Okay,
Yeah, on those trips, the students, chaperones, everybody signs a separate contract and pays directly to EFT. Right.
and if the teacher who's meeting with these students chooses to go with the tour, she's not representing the school district as she's doing that.
That's it.
That's what I need to
You
know.
sign up with EF Tours as a group leader and then,
This isn't the name of the company. is
No.
it? Okay.
No,
So-
EF Tours is the company that they use, this is just to gauge student interest in future trips and future tours that they. have.
Okay. Are we inserting the word club? there?
Yeah. As long as Christine and Kevin are amenable to that amendment.
Yes.
For the first and second, are okay with the amendments?
Yes.
Any other board discussion?
Thanks for the clarification. Thanks.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed, nay? That passes. Moving on the agenda to public comment. Anyone wish to have public comment at this point? Does anyone wish to have public comment at this point? Is the speaker on by any chance?
There's only 25 people on. so-
Okay, I'm just clarifying
Yeah,
that
I'm saying maybe it's
maybe
slow
they
night.
cannot hear.
A lot of sports.
Last call for public comment. Is there any public comment at this point? So moving on, we'll go on the agenda to MAEA. Is there anyone wish to speak from MAEA?
Sure.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Good evening, everybody. I just have a couple comments. Last week, we held March for Mars. The PTO held that. The kids really do enjoy that activity. We also, the teachers would like to extend a thank you to the PTO for all that they do for our schools and our students. We'd also like to thank Dr. Rhodes for the light up bracelets. They were a huge hit. And last but not least, the association is looking forward to our 10-person meeting that we have at least twice a year with the school board. It's a great way to exchange information, ideas, and concerns. And that's all I have to say. Have a good evening.
Thank you.
Thank you. Moving on the agenda for first, I
do not have anything additional, just alerting folks about the comprehensive plan and if there's any feedback.
Dr. McMahon,
Nothing at this time, thank you.
Ms. Lancaster,
Nothing at this time.
Dr. Goshner.
I'd just like to recognize all the hard work. Sorry, I don't have
No, you're
my
good.
stuff, but I don't have a
You're
loud
good.
voice, so.
Yeah.
I'll do a little
You
bit.
might want to, I mean, I don't want to tell you to do, but come sit in.
They're running here, they can bring it back.
Just all the hard work you guys have done, and Dr. Gross and Dr. McMahon with the return to school and COVID, but also to recognize all the hard work that our leaders have done this school year with helping quarantining, identifying students, and all the extra help that they've done to keep our students safe and our staff safe, as well as our school counselors with all the students coming back. Many of our students did not attend school last year, so coming back in with all the changes that happened at the beginning of the school year caused a lot of anxiety for the children, but also at the high school level as well. So thank you for all your guidance in that. And also a thank you to Lauren Ostero. I think I'm saying her name correctly. She is a pharmacist with Giant Eagle. I coordinated with her over the last several weeks to provide the flu vaccine to our staff. Awesome. Thanks. Great.
Good stuff. Thank you.
Thank you. And Ms. Butler?
Nothing, just thanks, like Dr. Walsh said, everybody, it's been exciting to have kids back in the building, quite frankly. But with that does come 1,100 kids back in the building, and kids haven't been in the building for a year and a half, at least not that number of them. So getting back in the swing of things, thank you to the staff, the nurses, the guidance, the parents, for your support. And Mrs. Semler, she was here for me at the last meeting that I couldn't be at. Has been a great addition to the administrative team. So very, very thankful to have administrators that can work well together.
Can you remind us about trick or treat night?
Yes, so trick or treat night is from 5 to 6 o'clock on October 28th. We are going to be doing the drive-through. It will not,
25th.
or 25th, sorry, losing my mind. It will not include the elementary building because they have their pickup at that time for their after-school reading program. So it'll be at the other 4 locations, and a map will be coming out. I'll be honest, we are just starting activity period this week, so student council hasn't met during the school day yet, and they already put on a wonderful homecoming week and event, and they'll be hosting this as well. But the maps and everything will be forthcoming once all the other clubs get to meet and tell them who will be. Thanks.
Thank you. Mr. Slater?
I like my new role I have here. It's been really fun. I've been giggling every day. I leave at the end of the day. Just been having a really good time with both the kindergarten and first graders. A lot of things were put in place. Elizabeth did a lot of things. Dr. McMahon put a lot of things in place that you wouldn't know unless you're actually there. I think that what you did there, kindergarten and first grade, anywhere in any district would have high test scores because the initiatives were put in place. The staff's hard working, they're working nonstop, the kids are good, parents are good. It's just been a really good experience so far.
Very good. Great. Great to hear that.
Thank you. Mr. Slater?
Nothing.
All right, moving on to board comments. Any board have comment?
This is Megan. I just want to say thank you to everyone in the school district, the community members who came up with the comprehensive plan. If memory serves, that was an extremely time-committed project, so thank you. And thanks to the PTO for March for Mars. I got to go to 2 of the 3 days, and what they do is nothing short of amazing. And the kids had so much fun, and you could just see how great it was like after COVID. And literally, there were moms dressed up like an alien, dancing and hyping these kids up. The day I was there, it was Mrs. Leanne Reiner, and it was like the kids' highlight. They were so excited, and it was like 100 degrees, and they were wearing this costume, dancing while children were jumping around. I mean, it was just so fun. So thank you to the PTO for raising money and all of the amazing people there who put in hours and hours upon hours of work for our kids to get to do something normal.
Any other board comment? Any motion to adjourn?
Yeah.
Kevin, second?
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Right, that's of October